Wonder. And what is wonder all about? Do you not find yourself wondering every day? And it could be the simple things like, I wonder where my child came from before she was birthed. I wonder where my loved one went to when they took their last breath. I wonder what someone else is doing at the same time, some loved one or friend. I wonder what's behind me when I look forward, because I can't see there. I wonder how my organs work. I wonder all the time. And if you don't, you might find yourself wondering when you're driving, daydreaming. Something which is a part of you. And the wonder always projects itself in your own head. This wonder is due to love and loss. Do you know that if an animal is caged, the animal will go around the perimeter and eventually accept where it is, accept the space it's got, in the environment it has? Do you know that if you contain a horse and give it the wrong food that it doesn't eat, say you gave it meat, the horse would rather die and it would accept being contained? Do you see that they're in a condition? Do they wonder? Do they project on who's put them there? Do they project on holding on to life? See, it's pretty simple, right? To get to the kingdom of heaven, you have once become a child again, a child of the light. And the light is black and the light is white. They're inseparable, but they're exactly the same. If you cage a human in, mankind, they will go around the perimeter and they will look for escape routes. And their mind will start wondering who's put it there and why it's been put there. They will see if they can escape under it, over it, around it. If they can't get around it, over it, or under it, they start to dream up, wonder, thoughts of who put it there. And generations after generations will be explaining the same thing. I wonder. Have you ever seen the picture of the snake eating his own tail? I can tell you exactly who put the cage there. The cage was placed for love and vanity. As you were generated as a child of the light, you were the generator. You were godlike. We were godlike. And over time, we started to build a conscience. And the conscience didn't like loss because there was decay on Gaia, on Earth. There was decay. The moon used to suck us back up again. But some, when they lose people, you know, when a child's dropped off to school for the first time and you have to go off as a parent, you're emotionally attached, you feel it inside. Sometimes you can't let go and you wonder how the child's getting on. This cage, this containment, was created and accepted by love and power alone. Reincarnation does happen. It is correct. created a system so that we can reincarnate back into our families, to have the loved ones back. But remember, wherever love goes, the not knowing goes, and the far out, far reach stories go. So when we came out of the cathedrals, which were created by man, people were created by man. The man is the child of the light. He is the whole consciousness, the electric wave. And when they were able to create vessels for one to reincarnate, these had fragments, smaller fragments than us, of the reincarnation of man. And we call these people. These are negatives. They don't have a mother or a father. A matrix system is created to show them this. Doctors, matrix, police force, queen, pope, religion. The matrix system there is created for someone who has lost the path to the universe, the truth, the power, the mother and father. But remember, we were created by ourself. Do you see, when the people start to get more light inside of them, they will slowly become mankind, from people, from slaves, from servants. They start to question things because they start to wonder, because the wonder doesn't leave. See, it doesn't matter if you create new humans and make people, they still have the wonder. And that wonder is in the dark, and it projects in your light, in your head. So these people will eventually become mankind. Now, man who created people will then be reincarnated eventually 100% into the people. And have you ever watched The Matrix when Neo jumps into Agent Smith? You've been reincarnated into Smith. And then the power within unravels, and then you explode outwards. Because now the people are able to take the reincarnations. And this is what I mean of the servant. We eat our own tail because we created the cage around ourselves. It's easy to work it out. When you drop your child off to school, if you lose your child, you want it back. You do anything. Your reasoning was changed when your child was here all the time. Your reasoning changes when the child is gone and you don't see it anymore, and you want that feeling again. That same feeling. Perhaps when we were mankind, we played God. And there was a corrupted sign people who have to play their part in the Matrix. Because the truth is, the father and mother are outside with the birds, the trees, in the forest. Now wander that thought inside of your head. Wonder is the key. Don't fall over, don't slip up. You need to listen to people who have trained their atoms inside of their mouth, in their voice. Like a singer will get better and better every time they sing. You need to listen to people that you resonate with. And resonate means that that person will speak to themselves inside of you. Researchers, truth tellers, Santos Bonacci is one of them. You think how much he's trained himself, his atoms, what serves him, what doesn't serve him, what creates him, how does his vocabulary been so massive, he lowers it down and contains it, and it's got more of an impact. But his impact is because of his training of learning. His atoms inside of his bodies vibrate, so when he talks, he vibrates to you. But he only talks to himself inside of you, so he wakes himself up inside of you. Do you see? It's like going into a meeting and there's 15 people around. Having your meeting and walking out. Every single one of them people in that meeting would have had a different opinion of you, because you spoke to them all differently and you spoke to yourself inside all of them. We created what we are in. And the reason why you can't remember it, because you've been reincarnated and you've died so many times, there's no point remembering. It's like driving down the motorway. And remember every journey of that motorway. You won't remember it all. The correction on the steering wheel, when the wind blows, when someone cut you up, you don't remember every single one. See? Sometimes things are left to wonder, and wonder is the key. Keep wondering. Love you. Love, live and empathize.